We had a chance to go to Ideal Practices seminar this weekend about starting your own startup practice. So this is a great opportunity for new dentists to learn how to start your own practice, your ideal practice, and start working on your dream. So
we're here with Dr. Jamie Amos, or he's not a doctor, which I just found out yesterday, but he knows so much about dentistry that I honestly thought he was a doctor. He is absolutely amazing, and if you haven't gone and heard his blog, you absolutely should. We'll link it down below. But we're here at a conference, which is essentially how to open a successful new practice.
And this is something that you can actually catch on his website. You can sign up with your email and get this little book, and it's this 13 stages of how to open a new practice, and it breaks it down month by month, week by week, what you should be doing, what you should look out for, and it really gives you a timeline so that you're successful and you open your practice in the shortest amount of time as possible so that it can save you money and you can get started on your dream. So we're going to go through 5 reasons why we think every new dentist should not only look into Ideal Practices, but watch and listen to Jamie's podcast so that you really understand the business aspect of opening a new practice. And so Amisha's going to give us our first one, why we think it's so great for you guys.
So Jamie totally believes in a vision, and the first step when you start a new practice with him is to identify this vision. He has honed down an amazing process where he's really good at figuring out what your vision is, asking pointed questions, and he also takes that vision and integrates it into every single step, every single 13 step, and as do all of the resources that he phones in on. So that vision stays with you, it gets built into the threads of your practice, and you don't have to worry about kind of building something that you didn't dream of.
Right, and to come off of that, the second thing that's really great about Ideal Practices is that he develops your team for you. I can't tell you how many lectures I've been to where they're like, you need a great team, you need a great team, you need a great team. And you're just sitting there and you're like, well, who am I going to pick? I don't know who I should have on my team. So he's already gone through the process. He's already selected your great basketball team or your NBA team or whatever. He's got it. And he's taken leaders that are at the top of the industry and he brings them together. They work together towards your vision. You know, you're the person, you own the ideas, you own the vision, you own the goals for this entire practice, and all he does is get people together, they work towards your goal, and he holds them accountable. So I think that's the part that new dentists, or at least I would struggle with the most.
Yeah.
And he already has that done. So I think that's another reason why it's really great.
Another thing, speaking of struggling, is marketing. How many times in dental school have we heard, you need good marketing, you need to figure out what has the best ROI, and you sit there thinking, how am I supposed to figure out what has good ROI, what's supposed to work, what's not supposed to work? Well, Jamie has it down to a science. His team is amazing at marketing. They're the best of the best, and they have really figured out what works and what doesn't work for dental practices. Mm-hmm. So when you go in, especially with a build-up, you need patients in the door the first day, and he does this with marketing. He lays the amazing foundation that you need for your practice to succeed, and because of the fact that he is so great at marketing and his team is so great at just bringing new patients into your door, it's a shorter time for you to succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, piggybacking off marketing, you know, your first day is great. Having a great first day, I think, is something that we all want, right? But setting a great marketing foundation is something that's going to carry you through the longevity of your career. And the fourth thing is branding. Dr. Tom Larkin talked a lot. He's a master in web development. So he's a master at a lot of things like bass fishing and dentistry, horse racing.
Yeah. He buys horses.
He buys horses, so he has a lot of mastery, but one of it is branding. And so he helps companies all the time brand their dental office, your website. And I learned eye-opening things yesterday about search engine optimization that I can tell you don't learn in dental school. And so having somebody who's done this for a lot of different companies and really knows the ins and outs of how to help you name your dental practice, how to develop your brand, your logo, not only helps your practice, but it piggybacks off that marketing. And then it takes that marketing strategy that you started for your first day, and now you have a brand that's going to last a lifetime so that you can leave a legacy. And I think that's what we're all here for.
Yeah, exactly, especially with a new startup. The fifth thing that we both think is so great about Jamie and his team is the experience that they have behind them. They have done it so many times.
4,000 or 2,000 or
4,000 different dental practices that are like all customized,
all completely unique. So
our mind is being blown here. Let us just tell you. But they have done it so many times, and the thing about it is that they do it, but they do it so passionately.
Yeah.
I mean, we spoke. I mean, we were together for like 12 hours yesterday, and their passion did not dip once. Not once.
You know,
they were literally standing there with like this bright, shining, like amazing persona about how much they love your practice that hasn't even been built yet. So they take all of this experience, they have this roadmap to success that is planned so strategically. It like really appeals to my type A personality.
Yeah, I have I don't know if you guys know me, but I'm like a queen of to-do list. I have a to-do list for every hour, every day, every month, a year, minute by minute, I break down my day. And it gave me so much confidence and reassurance and really a safety net, saying, yeah, I can open up my own practice. I can do this. I can do it. Not necessarily all on my own. I think I would like a team behind me. But I can do this. And I think that's something that as a new dentist, I don't know a year ago if I would have had the same confidence. I don't think that I did. And so you guys can live out your dreams. You can, what's the quote? If your dreams are not big enough that you're scared of them, then they're not big enough.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're not dreaming something and you're like, wow, like I am totally afraid to do that. That's outside my box. That's outside my limit. I'm being stretched. If you're not stretching, then you're not growing.
Yeah.
So I think that's what Jamie challenged me to do, is to really think about what is my ultimate goal in life. What is at my core? What do I want? And I think he's going to help you guys get there. So
yeah,
I think that's what's been most exciting for me.
Yeah. Agreed. They spoke yesterday, and one thing that really resonated with me was Dr. Larkin said, be fearless. And it's so hard to be fearless, especially walking out of dental school, thinking that you're a newbie in this profession. Mm-hmm. But I think that's kind of the roadmap to success, is being fearless and believing in your vision and believing in yourself. So,
and being intentional with every action that you take. Intentionality is something we talked about yesterday. And so not only when you're fearless, but be intentional about the choices that you make. So we really hope that you guys have a chance to chat with Jamie, or at least listen to his podcast. And we hope that if you have any questions, you'll be more than happy to comment at the bottom of our vlog. And hopefully we'll get together and we'll do another one of these soon. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day, and don't forget to be fearless.
Go crush it.